All right. Hey, everyone. This is Alex from Traders War Room, otherwise known as AMPT, AMPT, because I'm always amped with energy all the time. So today is another video on the algos that we have in our server. Sorry to be kind of like plugging this again. The real intention, honestly, is not to like advertise or brag about our server. It's really designed to educate you on the power that algos have in your trading and how like highly recommended I think like everyone should be using them, whether with us or with someone else, and just how powerful they are, right? So, at a foundational level, the brilliance and beauty I love about algos is that they're automated. You don't have to like stare at charts again, or as much, right? Definitely look at charts, but not like, eyeballs to a chart 24/7 watching to make money. With algos, just so you know what an algo is to define it, it's essentially what I do is I have criteria like parameters running right in the marketplace with my algos. And what they're doing is they're following price action of all these stocks, right? Like TQQQ, Tesla, SPY, Stowe, Google, Amazon, Shop, and they're looking for certain criteria to be met, right? I also have some moving averages in there, like things like that, like all these different criteria. And the way that the algos work is that at the end of a 15-minute, at least the algos that I have, right? At the end of a 15-minute or 30-minute candle, if it's printed and the price does, what the criteria says, like it's looking for to do, then it fires off an alert automatically in real time to our Discord server, right? And there are other Discord servers that do this too. You can do this also. I'm actually going to be doing a class probably mid-February on how to design your own like trading server. In case people want to make their own, like it's not a secret really how to do it. And also like, another class on how to create your own algos, because honestly, they're really not that complicated to do. And like, there's so many amazing resources out there for you to like help you design them, craft them, run them on, like whatever you want. I personally love Discord because the way that I do it, I feed everything directly to my members of my server. So it gives them a lot of value. And one thing I'll show you today is some of the testimonials that they've said today about money they've made. So this is like legitimate real-time results. So pretty cool. And some of them made like a couple $1,000s. So pretty awesome. So I just want to go over kind of how the alerts work, like what it looks like, and just to kind of show you some proof of concept here, right? So I launched this thing pretty much like this week, a little, I think it was like last week I launched it, but I've been like heavily promoting it because it's amazing. The accuracy is very high, especially when you include the stop loss at 30%. The way I have it designed is that if you get a buy signal, let's say like at 5 o'clock, that's a bad example. If you get a buy signal, let's say like noon, and then 12:15 is a sell signal, well, that sell signal cancels out the buy signal, right? So you would close, like sell to close your buy, and you would like open up the put if it was like a long, right? Like if it was like TQQQ long, you would buy a call. And then if it was like TQQQ sell, you would close the call and then you would buy a put, right? So it's really cool. So the alerts keep you in check in reality, so you don't get like destroyed, right? And I also have like a 30% hard stop. So if you get into a position and it just like the market just dumps, because remember, these are 15 to 30-minute separate, like distinct signals. So let's say like, yesterday when the market kind of dumped, right? If you are like, let's say like the market was pumping and you get a buy signal, but then like 5 minutes later, some politician talks or FOMC happens and the market dumps, you won't get alerted in time, right? So that's why you want to have that stop loss activated right away to protect you from a big loss. Okay, so really, really important. In terms of profit taking, I would recommend starting at about 10%. But even better, what I would do is if you like get into it and it goes up like a couple of dollars, like move up your stop loss to the break even, right? To like what your entry price was. This way, it's a no risk trade. That is how all the best traders I know, that's how they do it, right? So for example, let's say like you had that TQQQ short signal, which is in this, screen share, and it went off, let's say like, 161, and let's say the stock went down to like 160, like in like a minute or two, or like 5 minute gap. I would then move my stop from 30%, whatever that was, to now 161.50 would be the stop loss, right? This way you're guaranteed to not lose any money. And then here's what you do, right? Say then it goes to like 159. Then you move your stop to like 160. If it goes to 150, like 157, move your stop to 158. Like have a trailing stop. Even some brokers will allow you to do what's called trailing stops. So you trail the stock as it goes into profit. And if it pulls back too quickly, it'll close it out for you automatically. Okay, so that's what I think is a brilliant way to run with these signals. Okay, so these are some examples that we had yesterday, right, during like the market flush, right? Let me see here. Let me verify something real quick before I say that. So I think this, I just want to verify what time this was. Notice how the dates keep like going away. Okay, January 5th. Okay, good. So these were January 5th, right, alerts that we got. So these are alerts that we had in the morning, right? I'm in California, so 6:45 is like 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. And I just kind of did some snapshots. So I'm like, look, so we had, you know, these shorts. So 1, 2, 3 shorts. And then a few hours later, we had 1, 2, 3, you know, 5 more shorts. And then I showed at about 12:16 or about 3:16 Eastern Time what the prices were, right? Because there was no buy signals that came after these. Like these, like this is when the market was dumping. So if you would have taken all these positions, this is what the stock prices were at about 3:16 Eastern Standard Time. And I actually did the math for you already. So TQQQ, right, had about a $9 drop. Right, remember, these are all shorts, so these are all puts. The Qs dropped $8. Tesla, $50 drop. That was huge. SPY dropped $6. Snow dropped 14. Shop dropped $18. And Google dropped 31. So altogether, let me do the math again. I don't want to give you an inaccurate number here. So we have 9 plus 8 plus 50 plus 6 plus 14, 18, and 31. So we had $136 total drop over all these contracts. Now, I don't know how these contracts are valued, how much they cost, but, you know, keep in mind that if you just bought one contract of each, right, like at the money, like exactly what the price was, or even in the money, I mean, you would have had at least $136 move in profit, which is pretty spectacular. I have no idea what that is, like, you know, value-wise or profit-wise, but it's probably a good amount of money, right? So we had that happen yesterday. And then I think like the day before or something, yeah, because we've had like an incredible week. Like, check this out. Like, these are all the signals we had here for this day. And I measured it down. So SPY dropped, you know, $1.3. Oh, so these were signals that came at the end of the day. And then this is what they were like, yeah, after the alerts, right? So this dropped to $1.30, $5, $8, 22, 64, 53, 15, and 77, right? These were all the alerts that came on Monday. So once again, like, do the math. I mean, it's just like insane. So my bots, my algos are specifically designed for trends. So when the market like dumps, we make a killing with these signals. When the market rages, we make a killing with these signals. Where they don't make a killing is in a consolidation phase. Like if you have a day of just complete chop, I mean, like the market goes down 100, goes up 100. You know, like it's just literally chopping back and forth and back and forth and not moving that much, like price wise. Then you won't get a lot of benefit out of these signals, to be honest with you, right? To be transparent. But when you have days like we've had this week, where the market's like dumping, or you have like a huge blowout run, these algos will literally, no BS, catch every one of those big moves because that's how they've been designed. So on this day yesterday, you would have made $245 of premium. That's what you would have made, and 136 for today, right? I mean, insane. Like, now, the proper way to use these signals, okay, or any signals or any analysts, right, just to be responsible for it, okay, and this might sound like a lot to you, but you have to follow every single one, okay, every single one. Because like any analyst I'm sure you've traded with before, if you just pick and choose the ones you want to trade, well, you know what? You might have bad luck and pick the losers, right? The only way, okay, literally, please remember this. This is so vital. Okay, this applies to following an analyst, an alert system, doesn't matter. If you cannot commit to following like literally 100% of their plays or like 99% of them, seriously, don't trade them. Seriously, okay? Unless you're going to be actively watching the charts as you're like if you're a day trader and this is a full-time gig, awesome. You could maybe pick and choose because then you could look at the chart before you do it, right? Like, check this out. So here's some of the testimonials we have just like today, right? I mean, this is yesterday, but look at today. Over $500 profit with Snow and Tesla puts, right? $600 profits on Tesla and Shop, 600 on Tesla again. And then this guy, who's a baller, made almost $3,000 on Tesla and $2,000 on Shop. And remember, this was only when the market was open for 45 minutes. He's already up $5,000. Like, holy crap, right? So literally, sky's the limit, ladies and gentlemen, here. You know, when days when the market's raging or flushing or plummeting, like, you know what? Instead of panicking, losing your, you know what, and like not knowing what to do, like stop following whatever analyst you're doing or whatever if they don't do well in markets like that, and just follow algos like mine, because these things work and they work consistently all the time, every time. Okay. So like I said, if you want to look into these, okay, like there's a lot of services out there that provide their own algo signals. Mine are specifically designed for trends. So with big moves like this week, like we killed it. Like I don't even know how many, probably $5, $10, $30,000 you could have made with these trades. Just one content piece. Like seriously, like it's that good for a week, right? So you know, go out there, find something you like, but I'm telling you, like this is a game changer. And for our server to plug it really quickly, recharge $20 a month. That's it. This guy made $5,000 today, right? $5,000. That means he just made enough money in one day in 45 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't add 55 minutes to pay for our server for 250 months or the next 21 years on a less than an hour trade. Okay, so please like get inspired, get in action about this. $20 membership gives you access. And then also, by the way, today or tomorrow, I'm going to be creating another algo channel for stocks that are a lot cheaper, right? I first started with the ones that have the highest volatility because that has them, because remember, my bots work on huge moves and trends, but I'm going to create one also that's more affordable. Okay, it's going to have stocks like Microsoft, Apple, AMD, like NVIDIA, like Baidu, like high quality. All my stocks are high quality. Okay, don't ever follow crappy meme, you know, whatever stock. Follow high quality, long-term bullish style company stocks. So I'm going to pick about 6 of those high quality ones, and they're going to have their own channel in our server for day trading algos for them as well. So this way they're a lot cheaper contract wise, right? Because Tesla, Snow, Shop, Google, they're very expensive. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and hey, let's make some freaking money. All right, take care.